Hello, my name is Joel Thompson, and I'd like to do a demo for you today about passing parameters into a bounded task flow and using Oracle JDeveloper 11g, version 11.116 to be exact. And the basic thing that we'd like to do today is create a parent task flow, set up a view in that parent task flow, get some input from that view with an input text field, and then click on a button to go to a embedded task flow called child task flow, and in that embedded task flow will be a child view page, and there we'd like to show the value that was inputted into that input text field. So if that's what you're after, continue on with me and we'll get started right now. Alright, so you click on new application. I'm going to call this test application A. Alright, and it's a Fusion web application. Click next. We don't have to worry about the model, we're not going to use it, but it doesn't hurt here, so let's continue. Next. And the package looks good. Next. And the view controller. That's where all the JSF and bounded task flows will be in the view controller, and we do have the right technology, ADF faces, ADF page flow, and the rest of it here to accomplish that. So we'll hit next, and the package looks good, so we'll hit finish. Alrighty, now let's create the parent task flow. I'm going to call it parent task flow. Original, huh? It's a bounded task flow, and we'll create with page fragments. Okay, now we're going to add a view to it, and we'll call this parent view. It gives me this little yellow icon, meaning that I have not created a page fragment for this yet. The page fragment will define all of the JSF, ADF components that we want to put on this page. So I'm going to double click it and it'll create a parent-view1.jsff file. That's the page fragment, and it'll give it a sample layout, quick start layout. And here we go. And on this page, remember, I'm going to put the input text. Input text. Searching my ADF faces components, and we have ADF text input. Perfect. And we'll go over here and say enter value. Alright, so we have that input text, gets a label, enter value, and now we need a button so that when we hit the button, it'll go to the next page. And I'm going to call this text. And the text is going to be next. And the action, I'll just call it next as well. And it doesn't really matter that it's the same name, but next is a label that is used in the ADF routing from one page to the next. Alright, so back to the task flow. We're all set. Now I'm going to create a child task flow. New ADF task flow. Child task flow. Again, a bounded task flow with page fragments. And in here we're going to show what we just inputted from that input field. So I'm going to call this child view 1. And again, it's got this yellow icon, so I've got to create a page fragment. Child view 1, I double clicked on it, and we have a prompt here for child view 1.jsf page. Okay, everything looks good so far. Now what I'd like to do is show the output of what we got. Output text, ADF faces, and now this value is going to be a page flow scope dot to value. I could make this whatever I want. I could say my value or whatever. I just have to make sure when I define my bounded task flow input parameter that it specifies this value here. So I'm going to call it to value. Alright, I'm going to copy that because I'm going to specify that next in the task flow. Alright, save it. Come on now. There we go. And going back to the child task flow. I'm going to click on the white portion here, because that'll give me the property for the task flow definition. Alright, so task flow definition property, and if we scroll down, we'll see how to define the input parameters. There we go, input parameter. So I'm going to hit plus. It gives me a default name for this input parameter. It's just a label. Could be anything here. I'm going to leave it as input parameter. The class is java.lang.string. It will default to that if you don't specify something there. And now I control V to paste that pageflowScope.to value. Don't forget the pound and the curly braces around it. And we'll go ahead and hit save. Oh, and I want to make it required. That way we won't forget it when we go ahead and link these things up. Alright, so now we have a parent task flow and a child task flow. So let's see how we can invoke the child from the parent. So I'm in the parent task flow right now. I want to embed the child task flow into this. Here we go. So I drag and dropped it over here onto the parent task flow. And it says, give me a red X. It means I have something missing. And if you mouse over, it tells me that I need the input parameter 1. And that is what I just defined earlier. So it picked up on that value. And it's telling me, now where am I going to get the values from here? So if I do the paste again, and I have the to value, this time I'm going to rename it to be from value. And this is where the data is coming from. Now I have to go back to my parent view that I defined and make sure to hook up that storage location, the from value that's in that page flow scope map. I need to make sure that that's the data from the input text field here is going to go into that value location. There we go, from value. Alright, so we have everything set. And let's go back to that parent task flow. This one looks good to me. And we're going to do a control flow case so that when I click that button, it knows what to do. And remember, I have to put next. That's just a label. Next, it's lowercase. That's what I put in the action of that button that I defined in the parent view. Okay, everything looks good. A few more minutes here, guys, and we're almost done. So new. That's right. In the web content, I'm going to create a new JSF page, JSPX, so that it'll house the parent task flow. I'm going to call this call parent task flow. Okay. Well, it's coming up here. Basically, I need to drag the parent task flow now onto this JSPX page. It creates a region for me. And you can take a look at the source here, AF region inside a stretch layout. That looks good to me. And now we're going to right click this call parent task flow and debug it. We don't need to debug it, we could have ran it actually, but just for the sake of what we're doing, we're going to debug it. And so the WebLogic server is starting up. That's going to take a second, so I'm going to pause this and rejoin you in a second. Okay, so it's deploying the target URL now, and shows it in my browser. Going back to the application, there we are, target URL. And now it says enter a value. Hello world will do. Click next, and the next page shows hello world. So that concludes our demo for today. Hope you enjoyed it. And remember, Jesus loves you. God bless you guys. Take care.